How we doing? I'm Trigger Trauma, and want to make a quick video today because on top of being a YouTube creator for some period of time here now, I am a YouTube consumer, and one of the people who I have watched for years now is John Meadows. And if the name doesn't strike you, John Meadows is an NPC Pro Bodybuilder who in his years here has been doing a lot of coaching. And so I really enjoy watching his videos on YouTube. He goes through a lot of workout stuff. He talks about a lot of diet stuff. He doesn't really talk about anabolics or stuff like that a lot, but he does if he's interviewed, he's very candid about anabolics. And he was very candid about the point that when he went and became an NPC Pro, he was on anabolics that weren't like a TRT replacement program type of thing, but then afterwards transitioned into a TRT program. And I just think the guy was about as open and honest as you could be about what he did in the bodybuilding industry, and then just a wealth of information about all kinds of things to do with diet, nutrition, and workout programs and those type of things. So I've enjoyed watching John Meadows for several years. Well, passed away last weekend, and they've come out and they've announced that he passed away from a pulmonary embolism. And if you look at John Meadows' history, and if you've watched some of his previous interviews, you'd see that he had already done an interview, and he had said that he had a hypercoagulation issue that was genetic. So because of this, years ago, he had to have his colon removed. And then last year, I believe in May, he had a heart attack that was a clot issue, not a blockage issue, which is not unheard of, but it's not very common that you would just throw a clot, lodge in the heart, and that would cause you to, have the heart attack that he had. Again, not really all that common, but the guy had this genetic issue that he had spoken about before that was a known issue that caused him to throw clots. And he knew about this issue. Like, this was not a surprise to him. He had been dealing with this issue for several years. And, unknown whether or not he was experiencing anything before going to bed the night that he passed or any of that kind of stuff. None of that information has been really released. But I just think that, his demeanor, if you watch his videos, you can see that guy was loving life and appreciated the things that he had and the things he was able to do. The other thing is that if you notice, if you watch his videos for the last couple of years, when he had his heart attack last year, he started making time at the end of the videos that he would do to let his sons do something on the video, like a yo-yo trick, something like that. So he, you can see that he was really starting to try to include them in some of that. So absolutely, I hear people all the time, and I was talking to a guy in the gym who was like, "Hey, did you hear John Meadows died?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, all them steroids probably killed him." Absolutely not. Okay, this was a genetic issue. He had spoken about this. I want to say it was a Generation Iron interview he had done. He had spoken about it in that Generation Iron video, about the fact that he was no longer taking any anabolics other than the TRT replacement doses that he was on through his physician. And I want to say he was on the same dose I'm on, which is 150 milligrams a week. And that was just to maintain, a healthy testosterone level. But the pulmonary embolism that he incurred would not be as a result of the testosterone replacement therapy. It would be as a result of this genetic known issue that he had for several years. I've seen in the last few days a couple of people pop up with that type of, hey, GoFundMe issue for John Meadows' family, that kind of thing. And to be honest with you, John Meadows, the guy has like 540 something thousand subscribers on his YouTube channel, and just a flat ton of videos. Like, this guy is a wealth of information. And again, diet, exercise, all the things that, that I'm interested in, that guy had videos on him. So rather than participating in a GoFundMe, rather than participating in something where you don't know that 100% of the funds that come from that are going to go to his family, if anybody wanted to support John Meadows' family in his passing, really honestly, just go to John Meadows' YouTube page, click on a playlist, hit play, let all the ads run, let it tile while you're out mowing the yard, doing whatever, let it go from video to video to video, and just keep playing through his videos with all the ads running and everything going on that playlist. And every one of those videos that you click on, every one of those ads that plays through, every one of those views that his video gets, you know, is going to mean something as far as income for his family. So if you guys are out here, you're John Meadows fans, and you want to know, you know, is there anything you could do to help support his wife and his children after his passing, that would be a way to ensure that the income that is made from the viewing of those videos is going to be directly given to the family. So all you have to do is just fire up your computers while you know you're going to be gone doing something for hours and hours. Click on a John Meadows playlist where he's got, you know, 30, 40 videos, whatever, loaded up in that playlist, and just set your computer so that it plays one video after the other, and his family's going to directly receive the income through AdSense that would happen from those videos playing all day long while you're out doing something else. So that would be a good way to help financially support the family if you were so inclined to do so. All right. So anyways, you know, never met the man personally, hugely enjoyed his videos. He was a Columbus, Ohio guy. I'd always hoped if I ever got a chance to go to the Arnold and see the Arnold, I'd run into him. I was a fan of his, and still will continue to be a fan of his, and still will continue to watch his videos. But I just thought I would tell you guys that, you know, from what they've released, from the findings they released, that his death had nothing to do with the TRT replacement program he was on, number one. And then number two, if you wanted to help support the family, that would be a way to support that family and make sure that 100% of everything that you tried to assist them with made it directly to the family. All right. So anyways, I'll make another video here at the end of the week, but I just wanted to put that one out here. And trick or treat, you guys have a good week.